Hello students. Today we are going to discuss about a new experiment, which is your soil moisture experiment. And here is your the experiment number 7. And there is a to measure and analyze soil humidity using moisture sensor and Arduino Uno. Or it may be Arduino Uno. I have used the Arduino Nano. You know about the Arduino Uno and Arduino Nano already. So for that case, what will we need to do? We need to that is always required whenever we need to find the humidity of the soil, that what is the moisture content in the soil, so that we can irrigate our plants and trees basically. So it is always required in the agriculture domain, and whenever we required some irrigation, sometime it is also used in the garden, and sometime it is also used in park. So to automate any park or any garden or any agriculture field, we can use this type of an experiment. So for that case, we have a soil humidity sensor and Arduino Uno, and we need some connecting wires. It is very simple experiment. So the objective of this experiment to measure and analyze the soil humidity using moisture sensor and Arduino Uno. So next what we need to do, we need to just connect the soil humidity sensor to the Arduino Uno. This is our Arduino soil humidity sensor. This can be used to connect with the Arduino Uno, and then connect the Arduino Uno to the computer, that is the USB port, and this USB port can be connected to the computer. Then check the port is appearing on the Arduino IDE. So here you need to go to the Arduino IDE, just go to the tools and find that whether the COM port is available or not, and then after selecting the COM port, then we can write the code, and then in the text editor save the code and then compile it and upload it. Okay, so that is the arrangement of Arduino Uno connection with the soil moisture sensor. You can find it on the Google also. This type of the sensor is available on the internet, and sometime this is also available on the circuit is available on the sensor also. So for example, DF robot, we will use the DF robot sensor for our experiment, and that is a Arduino Uno. These are the pins. These are the 5-volt ground and D input pin. So these are the analog pins A0 to A5. These are 6 pins which are available to us for the case of the Arduino Uno. So next there are some digital pins. These pins are the pulse width modulation pins and can be used for the pulse width modulation. Without this mark, the pin is a digital pin. So only 0 and 1 are possible on these pins. Okay, 0 and 1 pin are for the TX and RX, and these are used for the UART. So this is all about the Arduino Uno, and that is how we can connect it with our Arduino sensor. So we can use 5-volt in ground and the analog pin. So here is the example program. So because we need to find the analog quantity only, so we will use the analog pin. We will use the analog pin here. We can use A0 to A5, any pin we can use here. A0 to A5, all the pins are analog pins, and we can easily use them over here. So next we have the float. We are using this program for the interfacing of the sensor. Serial.begin will provide us the output at the communication port. Next we have a float moisture percentage. We need the percentage, the output in terms of percentage. Sensor analog integer. So sensor analog value is read by the sensor pin. Sensor pin is already declared here. Sensor pin is A0 pin or A1 pin. So this pin, this is the formula for to get the percentage of the moisture. So sensor value, it is divided by 1023, which is our uh, maximum value of the analog pin, and this is multiplied by 100, then it will provide me the moisture content, the percentage of the moisture content. That these three commands are just only for the writing of the data over the communication port, and this is for the uh, just to for the next line. After two lines, the data will be displayed on the communication port. So result is the on serial monitor, it will be displayed, and moisture percentage will be displayed over there. So result analysis and discussion should be written by the individual, by the students. So conclusion is this, that it is can be used in the many time real time applications. And so here next these other things you can use them, and you can write it by yourself. So thank you for this lecture. If you have any query, you can call me and you can contact me. Thank you.